Yes, for 3 minutes, we get to feel like we know what we're talking about as we portray the Dear Allens and Dear Abby of Fargo-Moorhead. This is the Love Doctors. Love Doctors, you are the love gurus. I've got an issue. It's part with a woman in my life and part with a guy in my life. I need to know how to deal with it. I've been seeing this girl for a month now, and I thought it'd be super cool to introduce her to my good buddy. She's kind of shy and was severely taken back by him going gaga over how hot she is. We were together for like 2 hours, and he must have said, Jesus, you're so hot to her about 15 times. Once was kind of funny, 5 times was awkward, 15 was freaking creepy, and now she doesn't even want to be around my pal anymore. But this guy is my best friend and my roommate. I can't blame her, though. He's being super weird, and I'm not sure I even want them around each other, given the fact that he's obviously so into her. What do I do with this?
I totally thought that was going a whole nother direction. I thought she was going to be like into him and not you. Yeah, that is kind of creepy, but at the same time,
weird.
Like, I mean, I don't even know. Like, your buddy's going to be stupid. Just be like, hey, can you tone it down just a tad bit? Like, I know she's beautiful. Obviously, I'm attracted to her. And obviously, you are because you make that point every single time to the point that it's creepy, dude.
I think just the next few times you're going to hang out, have a plan where then you're not going back to your place to see the roommate, and then you're not going somewhere where you're going to see him. Just you two are hanging out. And you do like what Joel D said. Say, tone it down, so then next time they both see each other, that weird thing's not happening.
Yeah, I think pretty good reason to say, hey, man, you're being weird, you're being creepy, and probably pretty good reason to just, I can't imagine that she's going to want to spend more time around him if she doesn't have to. I think good reason to just keep that separate. I get that's your good buddy. I get that's your roommate. I think she's probably been pretty successfully weirded out now. Like, you can't take that moment back.
Yeah.
You can't.
I could see it as flattering, where she's like flattered, but she doesn't need it constant.
Yeah.
So, okay, she got the one dose of it. Now that's
no
enough.
More. Yeah, we've established you think I'm attractive. We're good.
Who knows? I guess my brain is going, I would keep her away from him just in case they want to be romantic.
Way.
That could happen, just like,
maybe.
Or you have to double down now and tell her how much you love her, how beautiful she is, like constantly, because there's always going to be that, well, at least I know there's the roommate.
I mean, that's kind of true.
It's true.
Actually.
It's true.
It's true. Hey, Love Doctors, you are the love gurus. My husband and I have been married for 5 years, dating since high school. We've been pretty focused on our careers at the moment, so we don't see each other a lot, and he always seems kind of annoyed with me. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells whenever we're together, and everything I do just makes him mad. I would bring out my concerns to him, but I know that's just going to make him even more upset. I feel like he hates me, and I don't really know where it came from. If you just feel a disdain, a dislike, an uncomfort around your significant other, is that a sign it's the end?
I think you definitely have to bring that up. Like,
what's your problem?
Say, why does it seem like you hate me all of a sudden? Or try to do nice things. Like, if you know this is his favorite meal or certain things he likes and he's still doing it to you, then, yeah, bring it up and say, I've been trying to do these nice things for you, and still, no matter what I do, is not good enough.
I mean, it makes sense, too, but I wonder, like, is there pressure on him from somewhere else, like work or something? Because sometimes, like, your brain just gets so overwhelmed with something that, like, if you're like focused on that and you want to get it done, but at the same time you're almost kind of like shutting down a little bit. So then you like start pushing the other people away to be able to focus on one thing. So maybe see if there's something that is stressing them out that you could help out with a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but unless there is some sort of circumstance like that, I mean, I do think that's a major red flag that you're probably heading towards the end. Like, if somebody just suddenly, for no reason, seems to hate you, yeah, no, it's probably about done, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And finally, Love Doctors, you are the love gurus. I'm in a situation with my friend who is single, loves to flirt, and she loves to flirt exclusively with married men, and it kind of annoys me. For one, I'm married, and it makes me not want to leave her alone with my husband, who she also flirts with. And two, most of the married men she's flirting with, I actually know. We can be somewhere, and if she asks me about a guy's relationship status, and he says, or I say he's married, she doesn't seem to care. In fact, she's more interested. If I say he's single, she doesn't talk to him. What do? I understand this isn't my relationship, really, but I've been friends with her for 10 years, and I know this is a weird trait for somebody to have. What would you think of this if this was your friend?
Get her out of your life. One of my best friends was like that. I'd been best friends with her since I moved here. And once I started, she's always had a thing for like any guy I was interested in. But then with my ex, I noticed it. And then when I started dating Steven, I noticed it even more and more. If I went away to get drinks at a bar, I'd come back and she'd have her arm around him. She was just always flirting with him. And Steven even said, I feel uncomfortable being around her. And then cut her out of my life. And I'm going to tell you, doesn't bother me a bit.
And I bet too, on the guy's part, it might cause controversy at the same time because they feel uncomfortable not hurting your friend's feelings, if that makes sense. You know, that's where I'm trying to get
like
to.
Impress them too, that you still want to be nice.
Because it's your friends
Yeah.
until you bring it up and say, hey, you know, but for this case right here, yeah, I don't know, like, the people are going to do crazy things, right? And everybody has their own life. And if a guy happens to do that, that's on him, but maybe don't choose to associate with her anymore, kind of like Amy K said.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of like what she does on her own time, like that's what she's going to do, right? You can't really control that, but you can choose how much time you're spending with her. I mean, you could try to tell her, like, I see this toxic trait in you. Are we friends enough for me to identify that to you? Can I tell you that you do this? Can I tell you that you do it so much it makes me like feel weird about you around my husband when we go places? And like see where that goes if you think it's even worth the talk. You say you've been friends for 10 years, so it seems like it's worth the talk, but it's up to you.
I don't think it would do anything. I had the talk with my friend and I said, why are you doing that? Even your boyfriend has noticed
Didn't
and brought
care.
something up. Her boyfriend said something to her. You know what? She's single and she's miserable now, and cut her out of your life and everyone else will cut her out.